What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video on Forever Flame Racing Reviews. Today's a very special day. Today is May 6th. It is day 6 of May. And today we're going to be talking about the rides that almost happened for this year's 2025 Indianapolis 500-mile race. I have highlighted 3. I think these were the 3 that could have actually happened, not the super unrealistic rides. So I'll dive into these 3, talk about why they didn't happen. And for those of you guys in the comments, I'm like, well, why aren't these videos well edited? Why aren't I'm just really working on getting these videos out as fast as possible. But as you can see, I'm putting a little bit of editing into them. But it's just really hard because I'm doing a video every day this May, so it's a lot. So the first ride is Chip Ganassi. He announced actually in the beginning of the year that he'd be expanding his team into 4 cars. We assumed that it would actually have some Tom Brady and Jimmy Johnson co-ownership. I thought it would have been really cool if Jimmy Johnson would have gotten to drive it, but also you could have gone Linus Lundqvist. You could have, you could have really gone a lot of different routes. It just would have been cool to see them give it to a young driver or an old driver. I think Jimmy Johnson would have been really cool for the promotion of the race. They had the engine, they had everything ready to go. Super unfortunate that it didn't happen. I wish it did, but some things just aren't meant to be, and the Ganassi 4th car was meant to be. We believe funding is ultimately why it didn't happen. I honestly don't know why. We haven't really gotten an answer why it didn't happen. Ultimately, it just didn't happen, and I think that it just didn't happen really for no particular reason. The next one that didn't happen, we'll go with Able Motorsports, which Able Motorsports is basically in the 500 with Dale Coyne on the 51, because basically that Able Motorsports team in Indy Next is giving Dale Coyne a lot of money to run Jacob Able for the full season. So they ultimately just didn't have, I think, the money to run a one-off team with R.C. Anderson. I wish it would have happened. They were really, really impressive in 2023. I think that they deserved to race. It's just one of those things, not everything's meant to be, and I think this was one of them. It just wasn't meant to be. But they essentially are in the race with Jacob Able, basically. But they ran a Chevy in 23. Dale Coyne's a Honda. It's just small stuff like that that's different. But they're basically in the race. They're just not a team, and it's one less car that didn't get entered. And this is the one that I really, really want to talk about in this video and really emphasize is Catherine Legge not getting a ride. I just got to say this really sucks that Catherine Legge didn't get a ride. Really, the Indianapolis 500 needs a female driver. It helps for promotion, helps with a lot of things. It helps getting females interested in the sport. We need more women interested in the sport. It really, really would have helped, and it ultimately just did not happen this year. And it is really disappointing because they had the Elf sponsorship, which was such a big deal last year. They had the team, Brian Hunter Autosports. Would have been the return of Brian Hunter Autosports as an independent team. They had the crew. They had the Honda engine. Everything was set and ready to go, and Roger Penske probably should have pushed for it. They couldn't get a chassis. I know Prema owns 12 chassis. Roger Penske really should have gifted them 2 chassis, a main one and then a backup one if she crashes. They really, 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 really should have pushed for a chassis. Catherine Legge, even if she would have been 35th and slowest and gotten bumped, it really should have happened. It would have been a big deal for the sport, and it's really, really disappointing that it didn't happen. I wish it did happen, but it didn't. Nothing we can do about it. There's going to be no female driver in this year's Indy 500, which isn't good for the promotion of the sport. We really need female drivers in the, at least at Indianapolis. Really for full time we need one. It's too bad it didn't happen. It was really cool what they did last year. She's in NASCAR now, so she basically went in IndyCar's rival direction, and you'll probably, I'm a betting man, we'll never see her or Elf in IndyCar again, which is really disappointing. IndyCar really should have capitalized on the opportunity they had with Catherine Legge, but they didn't, and it's just something that we got to move on and live with. But it did almost happen in the 2025 Indy 500, but ultimately didn't materialize, and there's really nothing else to say besides it's just kind of sucky that didn't materialize. That's really it. Those are really the only rides that almost happened that didn't happen. Would have been cool if they happened. They didn't. The Ganassi one is, I think, the only one that would have been competitive. I think See, I don't know who they would have signed though. Like that's the thing. Like when I think about it, like who would Ganassi have actually signed? I mean, Oriol Serbia would have been cool. I mean, that's a huge shout. Juan Pablo Montoya, he would have been cool. Linus Lundqvist would have been cool. Linus Lundqvist should be in that number 8, not Kevin Simpson. They could have signed someone really cool. It could have been like or Jimmy Johnson, like I said. Like it really could have been someone super, super, super cool. But it wasn't, and it wasn't meant to be, which is completely okay, and we just gotta accept it. So this was kind of a shorter video, just kind of a fill-in. There's really nothing going on today. So this is kind of just a fill-in video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya.